Hey everyone, welcome back here, or welcome if you're new. As you can see here, I'm experimenting with a new type of content. The original conversation was recorded on Twitter, but I wanted to bring some of the clips here because I thought they'd be valuable to some of you here. And I wanted to keep them short, say less than 10 minutes, so they're easily digestible. So without further ado, let's get started. For this particular context, I think the relevant two jobs I had was first, at Google as a software engineer, and second at Replit, which is a startup, as a developer advocate. One quick tip I have for software engineer, high-paying job is work on your math skills. That's kind of underrated, I think, but it helps with coding interviews.
Hi everyone, my name is Ujjwal, and I've been working with Microsoft for the past 2 years in US. So my tip is especially for the beginners out there who are just starting and they want to get into these high-paying jobs. So there's two things. One is I suggest that focus on really, really good projects in your resume because you don't have any experience on you. So if you have some solid projects that show the breadth of your knowledge, that show your skill set, they're out in the open source, people can see them, view your code, and that'll get your resume out there. That'll get your resume selected for an interview. And then the other thing is focus on the basics of I've seen that people don't focus on the basics a lot, and when they get into that interview and they're asked questions, especially as beginners, they're very, very basic questions. They're not super complicated, and they're not in terms of a particular technology. For example, nobody's going to ask you questions, very deep questions based on React or a particular framework that you know, but they're going to ask you questions about programming and maybe maybe your ability to solve a particular problem using a programming language, your ability to know data structures, algorithms, and so on. So yeah, those are the two tips that I have.
Cool. Hello everyone. My name is Abel, and I'm working at IBM as a blockchain developer. Previously, I have worked for Tesla, Netflix, and Amazon in Australia. Alongside my job, I'm pursuing my PhD in applied computing from UCLA, and my expertise are blockchain development and MERN stack basically. So my 3 tips for getting a high pay jobs are, first of all is you can say do networking. This thing is very important because, to be honest, networking with other people can give you huge advantages to upgrade your career. I have more than 1,500 LinkedIn connections, and to be honest, my job offers for from Amazon, Tesla, and Netflix, even IBM, I got from my networks, people through LinkedIn. So network is quite important. And second one is having a side project. Even nowadays on weekends, I do work on side projects related to new technologies because this helped me to keep myself up to date with the new technologies. Plus, I love doing side projects. It really helped me to improve my professional status, in an impeccable way. Third is key practice and always look about alternative solutions for your problems. This will very beneficial for beginners because people who always seek alternative solutions for the same problem have high chances to solve other problems in a better way. So these are 3 tips from my side. Thank you.
Hey everyone, so my name is Andrei. So I've been working as a software engineer for over 10 years now. I started working as a full-time employee, worked in a bunch of small agencies, then corporate companies, then startups. And my tip would be is obviously to build your skills, but once you build your skills, you need to be confident in yourself. So if you don't ask, you're not going to get anything, obviously. But if you ask for it and you're confident in your skills, chances are you're just going to get it. It happened to me really early in my career when I used to work at one company, and then I got an interview at another company, and I went there just for fun because I didn't really want to join them. And I said, I'm going to ask a 60% raise to the salary that I have right now because I just don't care. And if they give me it, that would be really nice. And funny thing is, If I actually interviewed there and cared too much about it, I wouldn't ask for that much of a raise. But when I asked, the two managers sit inside the room with me, and they look at each other and they're like, okay, that's fine. And so it has completely changed the way I look into that. Sometimes it's one thing you have to do is just to ask and to be confident in your skills, and you might be surprised how much you can get.